Class number 4, Acoustic Beats. Okay, let's go straight to business. Acoustic beats. Say we have two pure sources of sound. One of 110 Hz. The other of 104 Hz. Now we play them both. These pulses of sound interference are called acoustic beats. Digital electronics has taken over almost every frequency measurement application. Yet, guitarists still use them to tune their instruments.
Now it'll be in tune.
But when the frequency of the acoustic beats gets within the human hearing range, that is when things begin to get really interesting. Can sounds with frequencies that are beyond the human hearing range be heard?
Absolutely not. If we could hear them, then they would be within our hearing range.
Watch and learn. The online tone generator, a nice tool for learning about sound and music. Very few humans can hear this 19 kHz pure tone. Same goes for this other one, a 19.5 kHz tone. However, if played together, we can hear something loud and clear. This solves the mystery of the hi-fi equipment. These pricey pieces of equipment offer sound reproduction in a range usually beyond human hearing. The human hearing range is normally considered to be from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. However, someone beyond his 40s can hardly hear anything over 30 kHz. Then, are these hi-fi monsters designed for kids and teenagers that cannot afford them? No, this is not that stupid. Because even when tones over 13 kHz may be inaudible, some beats from those tones can definitely be heard. It has already been established that for someone that's no longer in his teens or 20s, sounds over 13 to 15 kHz are beyond his or her hearing range. We will alternate full and filtered range so that the difference can be noticed. These beats in the hearing range became a nuisance for this Baroque composer, Giuseppe Tartini. He had a violin playing an A5 and another one playing a third above, a C sharp. He could swear he was hearing an annoying off-key sound between A3 and A3 sharp, but he could find no one to blame for playing it. He finally realized that it was a combination tone. Today it is called a Tartini tone, after him, since he was the first to identify and document the effect. These beats in the hearing range are perceived as real sound components, with a frequency that equals the difference between two existing ones. One instrument will play these notes. The other will play a single note. But when played together, playing it again, these were the notes you were supposed to hear. But you also heard these. These are the Tartini tones, or combination tones. Beats can also explain why you can listen to music out of a small speaker of your phone. Its repetition of bass sounds is so bad that it could deliver 100 times more audio power with a female voice than with that of a male. With a good speaker system or a fair set of headphones, the following notes can be heard clearly. This is an A4, 440 Hz, an A3, 220 Hz, A2, 110 Hz, and finally an A1, 55 Hz. Here's the same, but through the small speaker of your phone. A4, A3, A2, and A1. Watch this video clip with the sound you will hear if reproduced by headphones or a good speaker system. Also notice the frequencies of the notes the left hand is playing. But when you're put on hold and get the playback through the phone speaker, this is what you may hear. It may not be the most wonderful musical experience, but anyone can recognize the tune, even when most of the sound from the left half of the piano is missing. Why? A small speaker can reproduce, say, the fundamental of the A2 piano note at 110 Hz, but can do better with the harmonics of that note having 220 Hz, 330, 440, and so forth. Any two consecutive harmonics will be to the frequency of the fundamental, and so we will feel its pitch, even when it's not there.
What about the 330 beating with a 550 or the 660?
Of course, any two harmonics can and will beat, but the resulting combination tone will always reinforce some harmonic. There is a term for that, perfect consonance, and it will take the spotlight in the next couple of classes. The fact that music requires periodic sounds has been repeatedly stated. However, a pure sine waveform is the simplest periodic sound, but it soon becomes annoying.
I cannot take this much longer.
A complex periodic waveform, like one from a musical instrument, sounds pleasant for a longer time, and pleasantness seems to increase with its complexity. Emotions seem to relate not only to the periodicity of a pattern, but to how many periodicities our brain can find in the sound spectrum. The fullest and periodic the spectrum, the more intense the emotion. Here's a sequence of a perfectly periodic sound, a simple tune played by the simplest instrument. We will finish this lesson with the same tune, but this one. Give me the goosebumps. In the next class, I will reveal where the musical notes came from.